So in this video, I'm going to show you an ad that I just came across that is killer. Maybe you've seen it, maybe not. I just came across it and I think it's awesome. And the timing is really great because I had just been thinking about doing a video about the need for advertising. Because, we seem to just advertise for the most part during election seasons. And there's very little political advertising during the year until you get to election season. And I think that's a huge opportunity lost because we're just flooded as the elections get near. We are flooded with political advertising. So every ad that you put out is less effective than it could be because it just gets lost in a sea of advertising. And now, is really the time to be doing it when there's not a lot of political advertising out there and when Donald Trump is doing so much damage to not just this country, but to the world. Now's the time to be using advertising to educate the American people about what's going on. Because let's face it, most of them have no freaking clue. And if we are just going to rely on the media to inform these people, guess what's going to happen? We're going to keep losing. That's what's going to happen. Because, people who get their news and information from mainstream media are hearing a bunch of people who don't get it and keep covering Donald Trump like he's just a regular politician. Meanwhile, the Trump cult and everyone who watches Fox News and Newsmax and all that kind of garbage, they are getting 24/7 propaganda like they always do. They're getting complete lies, and people who rely on mainstream media are just getting ho-hum, nothing to worry about. He's just a normal president. And then the rest of us are like, people need to wake up. Well, how the hell do we wake them up? Well, one of the ways we can wake them up is to start taking advantage of advertising, and not just traditional advertising on TV and radio. Man, that's not where we need to be focusing. We need to be focusing on alternative media, TikTok and YouTube and all this stuff where so many people are increasingly getting their news and information. Anyway, I think we really need to be ramping up the advertising to educate people. Donald Trump is in trouble politically. He is losing support massively. A poll came out today. You've probably seen it. 56% of the American people disapprove of the way he is handling the economy. And the economy, inflation in particular, was the number one issue for him in the election. Politically, he is losing support. If we are going to have any chance of turning this around and removing this piece of garbage from office, and I know you think that that's crazy, but that really needs to be our goal. And I'm going to be talking about that more later. Don't get wrapped up on that right now. But if we're going to turn this around and fight back against this, we have got to drive down his approval rating. We have got to wake people up and make as many people as possible realize that this guy is the disaster that we've been warning them he is for years, and certainly during the election. They're just too asleep, too oblivious, too propagandized, too fucking stupid, whatever the reason, to have gotten it before. But many of them are starting to get it now. They're logging in to check their retirement accounts and their stocks, and they're seeing it go like this. All right? They're going to the grocery store and seeing that the prices aren't coming down. If anything, they're going up. Right? They can see that the things that they were promised aren't materializing. In fact, all the things that Trump promised to make better are actually getting worse. Now, you and I both know that the cult doesn't care. It literally doesn't care what he does. The cult will support him, defend him, make excuses, no matter what. I saw an article today about people who are losing their retirement savings, who voted for Trump, but are saying, I don't really need all that much money for retirement. They're making excuses about this guy destroying their retirement accounts. These people are so thoroughly in the cult, they can never admit that they made a mistake because their identity is wrapped up in it. But the good news is the cult, his most ardent supporters, his worshipers, they aren't anywhere near a majority of this country. Keep in mind, tens of millions didn't even bother to vote at all. They are by definition not part of his cult. If they were part of his cult, they would have crawled over broken glass to vote for their cult leader. The fact that they didn't vote at all means they're not part of his cult. And then out of the people who voted, 49.9% voted for Donald Trump. And not everyone who voted for Trump is part of the cult. His cult, and hopefully we're going to be finding out soon what the actual percentage of this country is who are his cult supporters, because he is bleeding support and screwing things up so bad. Pretty soon the only people who are going to still approve of this guy are his hardcore cult supporters. But it's nowhere near the 49.9% of the vote he got. It's much, much lower. It's 25% max of this country are Trump cultists. And so everyone else is reachable. The problem is that so many of them are so hard to reach because they're so oblivious and they don't pay attention to anything. But if you can get ads in front of them on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and all these other places where they spend hour upon hour upon hour every single day just mindlessly scrolling, if you can reach them there, then you can wake up some of these people. That's what we need to be doing. And it can't be the same old boring-ass traditional political advertising. It's got to have some punch. It's got to be entertaining. It's got to get people's attention. So I came across this ad today, and I just freaking love it. So let me play this for you. Let me bring it up here. It's this one. Let's go full screen with that. Okay. Watch this.
Doctor, he's flatlining.
We need to get him into surgery.
Sorry, you can't do that.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
I'm your Republican congressman. Now that we're in charge, we defunded Medicare, and we're not paying for this surgery.
This man is dying. Now get out of the hospital.
I won the last election. I'm not going anywhere. But don't worry, we made sure Medicare still covers Viagra. And I need a refill.
So is that good or what? I freaking love that ad. Who put this out? Let me see here. Progress Action Fund. I don't know who Progress Action Fund is, but hey, if you want to donate, this might be a good place to donate. Looks like they actually put together some hard punching ads, which is exactly what we need. Now let me show you something else, because we need people to be. Oops, didn't mean to be doing that. All right, there we go. Hang with me here. I am a technological illiterate. I mean, I know what I'm doing. I just suck at it. Anyways, I came across a clip today also of Democratic Congressman John Larson of Connecticut just pissed as he could be in a committee hearing with righteous anger. And this is what we need to see. We need to awaken the American people, and these elected representatives in Congress need to get some fire in their blood. Stop going along like Trump is just... What the hell? I swear I didn't hit anything. I told you I suck at this. Anyway, stop going along. Stop going through your days in Washington as if everything that this... Oh, we don't like Trump, but he's just another president we don't like. No! This man really is an existential threat to this country, and I normally cringe when I hear people use the word existential because, people overuse it, and I think most people don't even know what the hell it means. But Trump really is. And so, since he is a real threat to the future of the Republic, people need to get pissed about what's going on. So let me play you John Larson. This is good.
Where's the independence of the committee? Where's the legislature? We're an equal branch of government. And you start off with a blather, and yet look at the empty seats here. Where's Elon Musk? I'm sure he's a genius and is a very credible person because of the wealth he's accumulated. But that does not put him above the law or the responsibility to come before this committee in this Congress. If he's so great, if these plans and all the fraud and abuse that he's found are so eminent, why isn't he here explaining it? You know why. Because he's out to privatize Social Security.
As you can see, that clip was from TikTok, further bolstering my point that this is how we can reach people. These little clips. This is what we need to be seeing a hell of a lot more of. We all need to be as pissed as you and I are. I mean, I'm so pissed half the time, I have to go check my blood pressure after I'm done with these videos. That's how pissed everyone should be. This is the very future of our country on the freaking line here. It's not a joke. You and I know this. Most people do not. We need to wake them the hell up. And we need people like John Larson, good for him, being pissed off. Show some damn anger. Maybe people will start wondering, why is he so angry? Let me listen to what he has to say. You couple that with the utter destruction that this orange criminal piece of shit buffoon is wreaking on this economy and the entire world, maybe people will start to get up. Get up? Wake up. I want to show you a clip. I don't normally play clips of Trump, but I only do it when they're really short. This is short. But the point here is, Donald Trump is in trouble. He knows he's in trouble, right? And this clip is proof. So let me get over here, and I won't go full screen on this jackass. So watch this.
I don't know if you saw a little thing like the cost of eggs. Little to you, but big to people out there. Down almost 30% in the last few days. We got it down. We did I don't know if you...
What an asshole. I mean, this guy knows. I mean, he's clearly lying through his teeth. The cost of eggs, the price of eggs has gone down 30%. And then he's like, his brain is trying to figure out like a time frame. What time frame could I lie about? Oh, the last few days. Oh, it's come down 30% in a few days. You idiot. This is a desperate lie. I mean, this is a kind of lie that everyone knows is a lie. Even his cult supporters know it's not true. You know, they're buying eggs. Or maybe they can't afford eggs. But they can see the price of eggs. They know this is not true. They know that eggs cost more this week than they did last week. And to hear this orange piece of crap bullshit them with obvious lies, he's better off blaming the price of eggs on Biden, frankly. That the cult will go along with. They'll buy that. He can use that blame it on Biden line for the next 4 years, and those morons will continue to eat that up. This is not an effective lie. The man is desperate. You're lying about the price of eggs going down when everyone knows they're going up. This man knows he is in trouble. This is the time for us to be pouring on the gas. Right? We need to drive this man's poll numbers into the dirt. We need to run this man out of office as quickly as we possibly can. And again, I know a lot of you roll your eyes when I say things like that. Oh, that'll never happen. It'll never happen if we take the attitude that'll never happen. But it's possible. It can happen. I'm not expecting it to happen, don't get me wrong. But I think we should be trying for that. And I'll leave you with this. How can we make it happen? And I'm going to be talking more about this. The way you can get that to happen, the way we can run this man from office, impeach and remove him, is if we make members of Congress more afraid of us than they are of this piece of shit. That's how you do it. Right now, you think, oh, it'll never happen because Trump has a cult-like hold on the Republican Party. He has a cult-like hold on some Republicans, and I'm talking elected Republicans here. A lot of Republicans are just kept in line out of sheer fear of him and really his cult followers and the primary voters. That's who they're really afraid of. If we make those people more afraid of us than they are of him, then anything is possible. And I don't think we should give up on that. As I said, the threat to this country is existential. I don't think we're going to make it 4 years. Look at how much he's destroyed in just, 6 weeks? We're not going to make it through 4 years. Or the damage will be so severe, we will never recover from it. We've got to drive this piece of garbage out of office. I'll be talking more about that later. But I wanted to bring these ads to you. This ad. I wanted to bring Trump's desperation to you, and I wanted to bring that clip from Congressman John Larson, who is bringing the anger, and I friggin' love it. Let's keep that up. Let's see some more of it, and let's encourage people when they're doing the right thing. And again, if you want to donate money to people who are in the fight, then donate to people who are fighting like this, because that's what we need more of. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.